Hi folks, Dave with dbstechtalk, and today we are going to talk about the Massdrop Empire Ears Zeus. The Massdrop Empire Ears Zeus was quite the journey for me. So I purchased them as a open box new version off of eBay, and it included a couple extra items, a IE match from IFI, an extra cable. And so I purchased them because it was a cheaper deal than what I was going to get off of Massdrop. Within a couple weeks, the 2-pin connector broke and dropped into the shell and wasn't able to be covered by warranty, and also wasn't able to be repaired. So I had to have some heartbreak, figure out a few things, sold them as used, broken, recoup some money, and I repurchased them because I absolutely love the Massdrop Empire Ears Zeus. They go for $750 on a drop. I highly recommend that you purchase them from there. That way you do not have to go through the heartbreak that I had to go through in case there is any warranty issues. So anyways, on with the show. Check out the links down below for where you can purchase the Empire Ears Zeus from drop, and also what gear was used during the review, what music was listened to, what I recommend, how you can contact me, how you can support the channel, all kinds of good stuff. Check out the links down below. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, let's get into this. The Empire Ears Zeus from drop comes in a very simplistic, easy on the eyes type of box, and on the front you have a drawing and some information is on the back. They have 14 proprietary balanced armature drivers in each shell. That is 28 drivers total. 28. It's a lot. 2 low, 6 mid, 6 high. All balanced armatures, all split out. They have a 7-way SyncX crossover network inside to make sure that they all are getting along and behaving like they should. Then you get 4 soundbore stainless steel canal, and you have a frequency response of 10 hertz to 20 kilohertz, an impedance of 10 ohms at 1 kilohertz, input sensitivity of 119 decibels at 1 milliwatt, and a noise isolation of negative 28 dB noise isolation. Slide off the box here, and you get a little bit more branding from Massdrop and Empire Ears. You flip up the lid. You get a nice Empire Ears cleaning cloth. Some certificate of authenticity. Some do's and don'ts and how-tos. Final Type E tips. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not mean to bump my microphone there. You get a carrying case that is a hard shell plastic. It does say Massdrop X Empire Ears. You get a 2-pin cable. It's a nice cable. Nothing spectacular about it, but it does the job. I did replace the cable. Overall, that hard shell case does a good job of holding the Zeus and also for protecting it. Then you get your IEMs themselves. This cable I will link down below. It is the premium upgraded 2-pin cable. There are your IEMs, blue, a little bit transparency so you can see through and see all of those balanced armatures crammed inside there. Silver Empire Ears logo, and on the bottom it does say Massdrop. They're a little bit on the chunky side, fairly light. Do not have any problems with the weight. The build design, fairly standard universals, but I find that the way that the ear hooks on this cable are, and the way that, and the lightness of the premium cable is just a good fit. Also, I find that this cable does not tangle and twist. It's a very well behaved cable, really enjoy it. I find that the Zeus, because of the way that it's angled and shaped, fits my ears perfect. Might not fit everybody else's. It just goes right in. This cable just loops around the ears and stays out of the way. Stick out a little bit. They do not work very well as sleepers. You will feel them. They'll put pressure on your ears. So I do not recommend that you sleep in these. Also, that 2-pin is a little bit, it's a recess, but that broke on me, so I'm a little afraid of putting pressure on there. Overall, I find that they're very comfy, and they isolate outside noises extremely well. When they're in, I am oblivious to what's around me. Build quality, design, fit, comfort, I'll get a 10 from me, maybe a little different for you. Alright, some pros and cons for the Empire Ears Zeus from Drop. The pros, they have a mega dark background. They're blessed with forward mids. Details galore. They're smooth. They have incredible resolution. They have a holographic soundstage. Very good layering, separation, and isolation. Very revealing of flaws. And they love high-res quality music. How about some cons? Cons, the fit. Fit will not be for everybody. They have a slightly smaller size nozzle that's a little bit short, and it's a little fat on the bore, so it could cause problems for the insertion. Also, the angle is a little bit different. Bright signature. They are somewhat bass light. They're sensitive and prone to hissy fits. They will hiss on any gear you connect them to. So make sure you have an IFI IE match handy. They're very revealing of flaws, and they love high-res quality music. Alright, let's get two of those pros and cons out of the way first. Number one, the revealing of flaws. These things are the most detailed and most insane resolving IEMs I've ever heard. And so if your music has a lot of flaws in it, these will show it. And if you're sensitive to that, these can shred your ears really quickly. Number two, they love high-res quality. If you feed the Empire Ears Zeus high-quality music, FLAC, DSD, MQA, and it's a very good quality of that, these will sing and hum and just bless your ears. But if you feed them low quality, badly mastered, bad quality music, you will not enjoy the Empire Ears Zeus. Pro and a con at the same time. Alright, now for the rest of the sound. How do the Empire Ears Zeus from Drop sound? Bass. The bass is crazy good and detailed. It's just insanity how much detail you get. Every little nuance, every little sound, every little tap, thump, scrub, scrape, anything, swish. If it's in there, you're going to hear it. Doesn't matter if it's in the sub bass, doesn't matter if it's in the upper bass or in the mid bass. It's all going to be revealed. It's all going to show. But your impact is light. It's not going to be a thumpy, just get down and just pound your head and rumble type of bass. It's a very detailed bass, but it's not for bass heads. The bass is very well extended. It has a very good texture. It has extremely good tone and is fast and articulate. It's one of the best sounding basses I've heard, as long as you don't need a whole lot of impact, thump, and just overall girth. It's a very articulate, fast, smooth, well-textured bass. Mids are forward. They have a slight warm touch to them. Very, very slight. And it adds a nice body to them. A very nice overall presentation to them. They're very resolving. Crazy good mids. Just so dark background, very lush, very smooth, powerful, full-bodied mids. They are slightly on the intimate side, especially vocals. Vocals really come forward, so it sounds like the vocalist is in front of the musicians and everything is just playing around them, and the vocalist is front and center. Details galore, just like the bass. They're refined, smooth, and clear. Just absolutely love the mids on the Empire Ears Zeus. Treble is a little bit on the brighter side. It has clarity and purity emphasis instead of just overall just sail with the best of them. Has good extension. It's nice and focused treble. Very tight and bright, but not piercing. So your treble is bright, very well extended, very well detailed, and very focused. So especially like your details, your clarity, and the purity of the sound is going to come through very, very much intensely, very much focused in, but it never gets to the point of being piercing or fatiguing. But it's borderline, and I can see where people would say it's a little too much, especially if you don't get a good seal. If you don't have a good seal, that treble really gets out of control very quickly. Soundstage. Wow. Soundstage is wide. Way wide. Probably one of the widest sound stages I've heard in an IEM. It's crazy good. Love it. Really good depth and layering. It's like you're looking into the stage from slightly above, and you have an overview, and you can just place every row, section, and segment of the stage in front of you. You can place it. It has extremely good layering, and then it's very immersive. 3D effect. It's you're there and you've got everything around you. It's just crazy good how impressively immersive this soundstage is. Imaging is accurate, it's precise, and it's presented with intensity, so your details are right there. You're focused, and that you know exactly where they're at. They're boom. It's right there. It's right there. And isolation and separation is very good. I find that for gaming, I actually like these the most when it comes to my racing game. Now, they're good with everything else. They're good with movies. They're good with videos, things like that. But for my racing game, I need specific information that I'm looking for. I want to know exactly what tire is scrubbing. I want to know exactly where that ping came from, where that bump came from. I need to be able to hear my spotter and my crew chief and all of that without having all the information being jumbled together so I can't understand things clearly. This does a really good job of separating it out and being very specific where it's coming from. And it also at the same time feels very immersive. And I find that the Empire Ears Zeus is my go-to IEM for my racing games of Assetto Corsa Compensione and Project Cars 2. I just find that those two games really play well with the Empire Ears Zeus. Tone and timbre. They have a slight metallic timbre to them. And so the BAs tend to have that sound. But in my opinion, having 14 of them on each side, 28 total BAs, I thought for sure that these were going to be awful tonality-wise and timbre-wise, and they're not. In my opinion, these are the best implemented all BA IEMs I've ever heard. And they're about the closest all BAs, one of the closest that I've heard that sounds somewhat natural. It's not the most natural sound, but it's close. And that metallic timbre just throws things off just a little bit. But for me, it's not offensive in any way. And I really do enjoy it. Just almost there when it comes to natural. So the Empire Ears Zeus. It's been a journey, and I absolutely love them and adore them. Highly recommend them. How do they sound on other gear? Now, I've mentioned some gear already, but on desktops, they sound tremendous, especially with the MyTech Liberty. As long as you have the IFI IE match, you can get rid of that hiss, and they sound just lovely. That's about my favorite, actually, for the Zeus, is the MyTech Liberty. Next up, the 789. Sounds good with it. Do get a little bit of hiss on them, but again, it sounds very good. Does bring out a little bit more of the brightness to it and a little more sterile side to it. Extremely detailed with the Zeus on the 789, excuse me. The next drive, Spectra X, is an amazing USB-C dongle that I truly love and enjoy. And it has a slightly laid back, a little bit warmer tint to it. And it plays very well with the Zeus. My favorite dongle with it. DAPs, the Sony and the Pioneer that I have, both work tremendously well with them. And again, you have to have your IE match or earbuddy, one of the two, handy, as you will get a little bit of hiss. But overall, drive them very easily and sound fantastic. And the Empire Ears Zeus by Drop, the most detailed IEM I've ever heard, and an insane immersive soundstage. Absolutely love it. If you can purchase it with the price tag, awesome. Highly recommend. Love them. It's been Dave with DBS Tech Talk. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Don't forget to check out the links down below, and to like, comment, and subscribe. Have yourself a great day.